What is up, Whaleshares? Today I want to talk about empowering Whaleshares video creators. Okay, so uh, there has been some misunderstandings about, like, some people have been wondering how I vote and things like that. So I want to explain. I already talked a lot on Discord and it seems to be pretty fine now, but I want to explain a little bit my view here on Whaleshares. So what I want to focus on is I want to focus on the video section, because I see video empowerment as the future. I think the video is the content that is that has the most value. So, for example, so that's what I want to empower. So I'm doing videos, I'm being open, vulnerable, I show myself, and I really think that transparency is very critical. So what I did was a few months ago, or no, actually it's almost a year now, me and some other people, I started actually a Discord group, and I started to invite people there, video creators basically, and people used to have passion for the Steam space, and they're mainly video creators. So it was just like me. I've been doing videos on the internet since 2007 actually, so I have deep passion for this. So I wanted to circle with like people that also do videos, so everyone can basically empower each other. And video is basically what I want to focus on. I want to do videos. I want to empower other vlog creators. So I want to talk a little bit in this video about, like, if you do original videos, you do original vlogs, you talk, and you do something original, like you do something new, and if you upload it to Whaleshares, you can basically leave me a comment, leave me a link to it, and I can check it out, and if I like it, I can basically give an upvote, right? So this is basically what I want to do. Like, I think that there's potential here for empowering millions of people, like millions of video creators, and I think really can rival YouTube eventually. And now we sort of need to upload our videos either to YouTube or YouTube and then like embed it on Whaleshares. But yeah, I mean, I think that video really is key. And at the moment right now, like a lot of us that are new to Whaleshares, and just because there's so much Whaleshares tokens that needs to be pushed out, it basically means that it looks like some people are more selfish, while in reality, basically what happens is video creators that I have invited basically to Whaleshares, they're already pretty established, so they can basically buy in and get a nice share of Whaleshares already from the beginning. So just because, like, there's so much, like, it takes such a long time to empower one video creator, right? It takes such a long time to do that. So what I see right now is, like, if we have if we start to see more video creators come to the platform, that is what I want to empower basically. So yeah, I mean, if you do videos, original videos, and put them on Whaleshares, like, let me know. If you talk, you can talk about whatever, like your day or something. If I see that there's some effort put in, I want to be able to, or I want to empower that basically. So so you can basically leave your link, and I want to basically empower people that are in this for the long term. So I enjoy ideas of long-term growth, long-term leverage, and I look at relationships, the trust in relationships, as, I mean, this is it takes many years to develop these things. It takes many years to see more about who a person is. So it may be like slow growth in the beginning, right? But then these networks can grow very strong, and I think that if like everyone did videos, like that would be amazing. I think that eventually we're gonna have a future where almost everyone is doing videos, right? And video and like basically 3D worlds. I'm very passionate about that. I really think that's the future. Just because it's going to develop deeper trust and relationships, and it's also going to add accountability. So, you know, it's hard to make original stuff. It's hard to put yourself out there. So I realized in many ways that I had to do it myself first. Like I had to make the first moves of creating videos. I needed to empower myself, and after I learned to basically empower myself, then you can basically look at, okay, how can we empower more people, right? And I mean, on the Steam blockchain, for example, what I've done is I have around 10 people that I have on autovote. So my 20% of voting power on Steam blockchain every day, it's going to empowering video creators, or there's some video creators and then there's some other content creators. And I basically want to do that. I want to do that same thing on Whaleshares. So if you're doing videos, if you're doing original content, if you're doing fresh stuff, definitely let me know. So because I want to support that, right? I want to support it when I see someone puts in effort and making videos, because I know how hard it is. Like I know how hard it is to make vlogs, and I know how much it how much gratitude you feel when someone supports that. So I have gotten that love from the Steam blockchain. I learned a lot about love there, about Crossman Relationships also, that I've had both big individual stakeholders that have been supporting my stuff, and also big delegations from loving projects that want to change the world, that want to do big things basically. So I am basically just paying it forward basically, and yeah, I mean, I'm gonna focus on video because I think it's very critical. I think it's very critical also for the world to focus in that section, because where we're going in society, where I see this going, I mean, we have a population explosion of 200,000 humans being born every single day. There's going to be so many people on this earth that needs to be supported somehow, and a very critical component in all of this is going to be that love becomes the new currency basically. And I feel that the only, or the best way to do this is basically with video, that people have accountability, that the people are striving to improve what you're doing every day, and that people are seeing a bit more about the specific person. Because with photos, with just text, I'm not really sure. Like, I don't feel that I first feel sometimes that the person is not as invested as me basically. I feel like every video creator, I mean, they're sacrificing so much, because someone can hurt a person very easily. Like when you expose who you are and stuff like that, when you do videos, I mean, someone can easily go and attack you basically. So that's why I want to give extra love basically to video creators. And I feel deep gratitude, like when I see people actually doing original stuff, right? And right now we only have a few video creators, and yeah. So yeah, if you do great stuff, I'm gonna support it. Okay? So I want people to know that you know, there is Whaleshares available if you're basically doing vlogs, right? If you're doing stuff, and also if you comment, like if you do a nice comment that has some effort into it, and you write it on something that I've done, I'm gonna support it. Like I'm gonna upvote it, and the deeper the comment is, the higher value I'm gonna support it basically, because we have a chance here. We have a chance here of doing something really amazing. We have a chance here of doing something really good, right? because I think that exponential love is so powerful. And I feel that with text, there's so many misunderstandings. Like they're so easy to misinterpret something. When you're using text, you're not seeing the person. You're not seeing how they're moving, what are their their facial expression, all of these nuances that we humans are. These nuances that humans have basically trained themselves at. I mean, I don't think there are any like evil people. Like I never met like, okay, maybe there is some evil people in life, but I mean, from my perception of reality, I haven't really seen it. I've seen that everyone is trying to do their best, and it's really easy to misinterpret stuff. Like, for example, I don't see an issue with people empowering themselves. I think it's good that people empower themselves. I think that it's very good that people empower themselves, because if they don't empower themselves, then who's going to empower you, basically? And that after you empower yourself, then you can help others, right? So take Bill Gates, for example. 10 years from age of 20 to age of 30 is just working, and it looks super selfish. But then when they get older, they just like give away like almost everything, right? So I think that we can have a bigger impact on society if people have the time to empower themselves. So my view of it is, in many times, like we have so many tokens right now, so a lot of that should also go to empower ourselves. And also a big reason for that is because we came in early, like we took the biggest risk, and that there's not enough content creators at the moment to share out like massive value. So my view of it is like this. I don't believe in spoiling people. I believe that there is an ideal value to share out. I feel that if a person gets rewarded too much, I sort of feel that they get spoiled. There is like a balance. I feel there's a balance, and everyone is trying to make. Everyone is like trying to find the ideal balance, and I feel that these networks eventually start to regulate themselves if people have understanding, and if they see that like everyone's just trying to do their best here, right? So yeah, I think things are gonna be good. Many times, I on the Steam blockchain had a couple of times where like drama. I don't think that drama is bad, really. I think that we can learn a lot. Like we can learn so much from each other when something goes down, let's say. I mean, I have grown so much as a human just from drama. I grow so much, like being a human. Like I'm becoming a better person basically by learning, like by learning to understand, right? And I had like maybe 4 or 5 times on the Steam blockchain when there was some drama, and every time I came out stronger. Like every time I learned something new. And my view of it on the Whaleshares place is basically like, if you do real stuff, if you do real vlogs, if you put your stuff out there, like drop me a link or something, like, you know, reach out, write a comment, or if you have any questions, let me know. Like I'm open to suggestions, I'm open to talking, basically, because here's the thing, man. Like we're moving into $1 trillion economy. We're moving into $1 trillion economy, maybe even quadrillion dollar economy. There's going to be so much value for everyone. My view of it is like this. Like I even started to look at it like this. Like if I can just live on $10 a day, like I'm good. I'm really good. And then I can use like 100% share out the rest. I mean, that is sort of what I want to do, because I believe that investing in human brains, like human brains that put a lot of effort into doing stuff, I believe in empowering that. Basically, I believe that is going to give the most leverage. you know, like obviously it's going to benefit me, but it's going to benefit the whole world. Like it's going to benefit the whole world. And yeah, I mean here's the thing, like I see it like this. If everyone empowers themselves, oh my god, man, the world is going to be so good. If people try to hold back each other, I don't really think that's good. I mean, you could talk to people. You can talk to people, you could talk and you can understand, and you will see that it's in the best interest for everyone if people can also empower themselves. Because eventually these systems are not going to depend on humans. They're going to be so abundant that you don't even have to do anything. Like if you don't want to do any content, you don't have to, right? If you want to do content, you can, and you will also have support. You can decide in the world. Like it's not the code. It is. I mean, it's the individual that basically decides what they want to do, where they want to take things. And I'm always learning. Like I'm exponentially learning and growing, and every person that basically writes to me, like I'm open-minded. Like I listen to you, and yeah. So I wanted to do a video talking a little bit about that. So yeah, I want to empower more Whaleshares video creators. So if you're doing videos, if you're doing original stuff, if you're putting yourself out there, let me know. I will support it. If it's not completely like that, there's no effort put into it, but I think that most people put effort into stuff, and yeah, and I mean, we can only win. We can only win if everyone is empowered. Like I have, like, let's say 18 hours a day of free time. Like there's so much free time, and like there's so much opportunity here, and yeah, right. So I wanted to do a quick video talking a little bit about it, and yeah, so I really enjoy talking also in comments. Like if you look at the comment section, like if someone writes let's say 100 words or 200 words, like I usually really appreciate that, and I want to see more of that. And so yeah, you know, if you write deeper thoughts, deeper thinking, I mean, I'm gonna support it, like, you know. So yeah, quickly a video talking a little bit here about it. So yeah, Whaleshares, video creators, let's get it going, right? And I hope to see more people, like especially new people, see them trying new things. And I mean, like I never, like, you get a little bit more comfortable every time you do a vlog. Like I've been doing this for 10 months, but it is still pretty scary to do vlogs, to talk like this, because you really are putting yourself out there, and we're moving. But I don't believe that we can have a society based on money or tokens anymore. I believe it has to go eventually to love, you know, like the currency, the only currency is going to be love and trust. And that one of the core reasons why we're using money is because we don't trust each other. But eventually the paradigm is going to change. We're going to realize we have so much of these tokens, we have so much of these silly things that we don't need it anymore. We can use it, right, for fun, but I feel that, you know, it's just going to change eventually. One day it's going to change, and it's going to happen faster than people think, I think, especially because software can do most things now, right? Software can do most things, and I don't think it takes many video creators to change the world, to be honest. In many ways, I feel the video creators are 10x use something with text, right? So yeah, talking a little bit, hopefully people understand, and yeah, have a great day, Whaleshares.